Rosh Bar Yochai writes in the Zohar, and the Vilna Gaon quotes, or is quoted in a sefer written by his Talmud, Evan Shlema, that as we approach the Geula, major function of expediting this process is studying Kabbalah, learning Kabbalah. I heard recently that one Rosh Hashiva came out very strongly against people learning Kabbalah, and others come out very strongly, people who don't learn Kabbalah. Baruch Hashem, you'll always find divergent opinions amongst the Jewish people. We have to understand, since Rav Shimon Bar Yochai made the statement, and since the Vilna Gaon quotes and cites it and encourages it, so we have to understand what is behind it, and how can this shed light on what the Geula is really all about. Each person probably has his own picture of what the Geula will be like. We won't be attacked by our enemies. Maybe our financial situations will be a little different. Health, children, shalom bias, whatever issues might be currently bothering our person. We won't be fighting with people, hopefully. It has a picture of what the Geula is going to be like. But in fact, the Chazal teach us a little bit differently. The Gemara in Sanhedrin, Daf Sadiches, Amud Aleph, Sadites, the Gemara there says that the Geula is going to be like a very bright light. And when you have a very bright light, so if it's 100 watts, 200 watts, if they still use watts these days, they just use WhatsApp, I don't know, but I don't know about watts. If the Geula is like 200 watts, 300 watts, 400 watts, we could take it. But eventually, the more powerful light gets, the more difficult it is to perpetuate our vision during these times of extremely powerful light. And this says Chazal, this says the Gemara, this is what the Geula is going to be like. It's going to be like a light getting stronger and stronger and stronger until the tzaddikim whose eyes have been trained for this light are able to benefit and enjoy it, and the Rishoyim will be blinded by this light. And once we've seen that Gemara, we can get a better understanding of what Rosh Bar Yochai meant. Because the entire limud of Kabbalah, more or less, is about how Hashem brings his Shekhinah down into this world. The whole Marechet, the whole complicated structure of how the Shekhinah gets to Or Ein Sof, the infinite light in above, comes down to this world. As always was the example of gefilte fish. When you're eating your gefilte fish on Shabbos, you should know, if you trace it all the way back up to its root in heavens, is the intense bright light of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that same process, believing of Kabbalah, which is bringing that light down to this world, and how Hashem brings light down to this world, and how we could facilitate this process through our prayers and through our Torah and through our mitzvahs, that same process will be the process of Geula. In truth, really, Mashiach could come right now, right this second. The Geula could come right now. It says there's nothing at all mitzad vis-a-vis Hashem, which is stopping it. The only thing which is stopping it is ourselves. We have not yet made ourselves into a kli kibul, into a vessel that can accept this light. It would make us blind. It would be destructive for us at this point. But there will come a time, and we see this process happening, and B'ezras Hashem should continue to happen. The more that we ma'achad ourselves to Am, the more that we unite ourselves to people, and eliminate any element of pirud, of sinas vinam, of baseless hatred, any element that's preventing us from coming together, the more we eliminate that, the more the place will be prepared for the infinite light of Hashem to come down and rest on our presence. And this is really what we have to be working on right now. And those who learn Kabbalah can tell you that that's the same process. The same process of bringing the light from the highest heavens down to this, coarse um, world that we live in. Remember once about 25 years ago, Moshe Shapiro said, Hayom, Olam Hayom, gas mode. The world today is very coarse. Kashel amin, aval tiyeh yoter gas. It's hard to believe it's going to be more coarse. If he was alive today, I think he would turn over in his grave, if that's possible. But the point is like this. The point is that the more coarse the world is, the more productive, the more impacting the light is. And this is the idea behind the darkness before the dawn. Hashem is bringing us to the ultimate point of darkness. We're getting closer and closer to that point, where the light will have such a profound impact on the world. Unbelievable. Because the more darkness there is, the more impact that the light has. So it's incumbent on each and every one of us to do what we're meant to be doing now. If you're a Jew who can learn Kabbalah, it's a very good thing to be doing now. Of course, a person has to know Shas and Poskim very well. If you're a Jew who could daven from their heart, you should be doing that now. If you're a Jew who could bring other people back to Torah, Kira B'Cholkim, it's a good thing you should definitely be doing that now. Whatever gifts and talents you were bestowed by the Almighty from the Bari Olam, use them now to be Ma'achad Da'am, to bring Klal Yisrael together. And this process will prepare a place for us, for the Shekhinah to rest, and allow the infinite light of Hashem to rest in this world. So, therefore, the conclusion is just like Kabbalah deals with and explains and expounds on how Hashem's infinite light can penetrate and rest in this world. So too the Geula is all about Hashem's infinite light resting and penetrating this world, especially here in the place of the base of Mikdash. The light should come very, very soon, and the Jewish people should be here to serve Hashem. May and